Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is DJ Watson. Welcome to my channel. In this video today, I'm going to be talking about 7 tips that can help you in street photography. Let's get to it. Tip number 1, chase the light. When it comes to street photography, or any photography in general, one of the most important factors is lighting and how your subject is lit. I'm a huge fan of natural light as it allows me to carry less, I have less settings to work with, and it creates a better challenge for me as a photographer. The best time to have natural light in your shot is either in the mornings or late in the afternoons. Now don't get me wrong, midday light can actually work towards your advantage. With that harsh light, you're gonna get some harsh shadows, so you can definitely create some nice effects to your photos. So even though you won't have softer light, you can still find creative ways to get out there and shoot. So while you're out shooting, make sure you're following where the sun's gonna be at certain times in the day. There's definitely apps out there that help you find out when the sun is setting or when the sun's rising. I'll link those down below. Be sure to check those out because they've helped me out in the past as well. Here's an exercise you can do next time you're out shooting. Find a place that you think would look best in daylight, morning light, afternoon light, and dusk. And take different pictures to see which one you like the best. So that way next time you can kind of determine what kind of shoots you want to go for certain subjects. One thing to always keep in mind when chasing the light is that light can be reflected off of natural surfaces, whether it's glass, puddles, the ground, walls, colored walls, for example. So try to keep an eye out for those type of things when you're out shooting. When I go out, I usually like to follow where the sunlight's hitting on certain buildings to see where the light can be reflected, or a certain section on the street where there's just that small little sliver of light, and I'm gonna focus on that part of the shot so that way I know, okay, I'm gonna compose my shot, the lighting's coming in, I'm gonna wait for somebody to walk by in that little light area where the shadows are hitting. And this is called fishing, by the way. So what you do is you set up your shot, you wait for somebody to walk by in that natural light area, and when that happens, you get the shot. Tip number 2 is look for juxtaposition. Juxtaposition is basically the act or the instance of having 2 objects side by side that either compare or contrast one another to create this interesting effect. For example, we have the rich older lady on the right versus the younger poor street cleaner on the left. You never know, he could be rich and just working this day job. But yeah, this just creates the old versus young, also the rich versus poor juxtaposition. In this photo, we also see the old versus young contrast with the older lady standing against the wall with the younger model on the billboard. A great example of animate versus inanimate objects is the famous picture of Pablo Picasso sitting at his kitchen table with his arms to the side, sitting gracefully, casually, while there's 8 pieces of croissants sitting on top of the table. It kind of creates this idea that they are his hands. So it's a really, really creative photo. And to achieve these types of photos, I would more or less stage the photo to get that specific type of shot. But there are photos out there that do capture it. In this photo, we see an animate object, the man walking, versus the inanimate object of the boy holding a string. It creates this juxtaposition because the man's walking right where the string is, dangling on the wall, so it looks like the boy's hanging the old man, when in reality it's not. Patterns can also be juxtaposition as well. Here we see the circles casting shadows on the rectangles with the lines off to the side. One of my favorite types of juxtapositions in street photography is size juxtaposition, and that's basically where you have your small object versus a large object. Most commonly seen are pictures of people walking along the streets with buildings behind them, or having a child next to an adult walking. These types of pictures create a sense that there's things larger than life in a sense, and that there's things larger than humans, so it creates this unique look. There are plenty of juxtapositions to look for out there when you're doing street photography, like body language, income, black and white, patterns. So definitely you want to keep this in mind while you're out doing street photography. All right, so tip number 3 is don't worry about what other people think. When you're out there shooting, get the camera in your hands, turn the world off. It's just you and your camera, keep your eye on the viewfinder, and everything will be fine. Don't worry about people judging you or wondering what you're doing, you're not doing anything wrong. You're just out there having a good time, creating art. So just remember, keep that in mind. In the beginning, when I started doing street photography, I was very nervous. I was very hesitant on going up to people and getting certain shots. And gradually over time, I got better and better at this. I got better at approaching people, asking, can I take their picture? People aren't gonna remember you. They aren't gonna remember why you were there or what you were doing or if you asked for their photo. So just don't worry. Keep a positive mind and everything's gonna be okay. This leads me to point number 4, which is ask for permission. There's nothing wrong with going up to somebody and just asking them, hey, I'm doing some street photography. I was wondering if I could take your picture. And one of the things that I like to do is offer to send it to them. Ask them for their Instagram or their email. The beauty with cameras these days is that they can be easily transported to your phone and it can be easily sent to them right then and there. And you most likely make somebody's day. So I encourage you to just go up, ask for permission, and the best tip I can give you for this is to just smile. The best thing you can do is just smile, nod, say, hey, do you mind if I take your picture? You can even lie and say, hey, I'm here doing this student project. I was wondering if I can, take your picture for my school project. And they're not gonna know. So you can get these cool opportunities if you just go up and ask. Now, some candid photos are great as well, not gonna lie, but you can actually have a conversation with somebody. You can, have them pose a certain way. If you feel like they would look better at a certain angle, you can ask them, hey, can I have you sit over here? Or, the lighting's not good over here. Can I have you stand this way? These types of interactions really make you become a better photographer because it helps you work with other people. That's what it's really all about. This leads me to tip number 5, which is don't worry about rejection. And if somebody doesn't want their picture taken, don't worry about it. Just keep on going, on to the next one. That's all that matters. It's just a numbers game. You're gonna go up, you're gonna say, hey, can I get your picture? They're gonna say, no, fuck off. Don't worry about the people that get angry. You don't know what's going on in their lives. It has nothing to do with you. So just keep on going. That's all that matters. On to the next one. It takes a lot to go up to somebody and ask for their picture, so I commend you for doing that. So don't worry. Keep that in mind that rejection will happen. I've had plenty of opportunities where I see this unique individual and I'm debating on whether or not asking their permission or not, or just taking the picture candidly. So sometimes I'll take it candidly, and then after I'll go up and ask for permission. Never really works out, but sometimes it does. So yeah, it's okay. Rejection's gonna happen. It's gonna be okay. Sometimes you won't get that shot, but that's the name of the game. So just keep on going. Tip number 6 is to make mistakes. That's right. Just go out there, make as many mistakes as you can, learn from them. That's the important part. Learn from them, realize, hey, how can I make this picture look better? Research online or watch my videos, how you can make certain pictures better, whether it's through juxtaposition or exposure or certain times in the day for lighting. All these things can help you become a better photographer. And lastly, tip number 7 is to just do it. Nike has the best slogan. I love that slogan because it literally gets me to do anything. I sit at home some days and I debate, should I go out? Should I go shooting? Should I film a video? And that damn quote just keeps popping up in my head. I just do it. Just get out there, go have some fun, learn from your mistakes, and keep rocking, man. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is DJ Watson. If you're new here, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, leave them down below. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.